Good evening and welcome back to I Don't Need Them on the Rory Talks Football channel, your daily Arsenal news updates, debates, and my opinions. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, smash a like on the video as well. Apologies, I'm a little bit late, but we had a good stream going on Footy Judge Mo's channel. And if you are coming from Footy Judge Mo, then shout out to you. Get over to his channel, subscribe. What a legend, what an absolute legend. But we now have the Arsenal versus Man City preview. Loads of you in here waiting for me. I apologize. Ross, Adam, Vincent, Simon, Talent, Vivi, Vlad, Verdi, Ethan, Devin, Totally Carl, Kima, Hannah, Pekka, Jamana, Saka, Mr. Happy, Sam Shapiro, Jack Sachs, and many more that I can't spend the whole stream reading out your names. But it is good to see you here. Look at that. We've kicked off the stream with nearly 100 people already. Sensational. Sensational. Please do drop a like on it whilst you're here. It does massively help me out. And yeah, how are we all feeling? How are we all feeling? The long weekend. Footy Judge Mo's in the chat. What a go. What a go. Wilsey, I've been vidnapped. You have been vidnapped. Welcome to the Rory Talks Football channel. City are going to go 1-0 up, but we get a late equaliser. Erdegaard scores for us. Interesting, because my thought process is the opposite, but the same. I think it'll be a 1-0 draw, but I think Arsenal will take the lead and will concede late on. And it'll be some bullshit as well. But we'll see. We'll see. We've obviously got some injury news, the continuation of the mind games. Potentially. I don't know. I've got a slightly bad feeling about Arsenal, to be honest, in terms of our injuries. Loopy, good to see you, no problem. Mojenda Raid, shout out Mojenda and his viewers. This Man City game is starting to feel real now. It's less than 48 hours away. The nerves are kicking in. Do you know what? I'm more excited than nervous, genuinely. And I don't think I've ever felt like that for a game at the Etihad. But I don't know what it is. I just feel like it's gonna go well. I just feel like it is. And that doesn't mean it will, but I feel like it is. Been watching championship games because it's been too damn long without club footy. Yeah, the championship's looking spicy as well. The championship is looking spicy. Gabriel Magalhaes would be the biggest miss of all. Interesting. How crazy is that, by the way? The turnaround for Gabriel Magalhaes, that you're looking at it going Saka, Gabriel, or Gabriel Martinelli, and potentially Gabriel Magalhaes would be the biggest miss. Don't actually know that I agree. I think Saka would be the biggest miss, only because I genuinely think Kivior is at the point where he can step up. Not saying he'd be as good in that role as Gabriel is for us, but I do think he can step up. Rory, I saw a Donny on TikTok who supposedly was at the Arsenal training today, and Martinelli, Gabriel, and Saka were there. Interesting, because Mikel Arteta does not believe that they were at training. But as I said, it may all be mind games. So we'll talk about Man City first. According to Pep Guardiola, Kyle Walker, John Stones out. Categorically not playing. Apparently, Walker's injury is more significant than John Stones, and he might be out for a few games, but both of them will be missing. Everyone else is back for them. So Akanji's back, De Bruyne, even Ederson. Ederson is back, which I don't actually really care about, honestly. But yeah, everyone else is back. I think Akanji is actually the big one. If they'd been missing Stones, Walker, and Akanji, that right-hand side would have been problematic for them. But I think they'll just play Akanji at right back, and then I guess Ake, Diaz, and then Guardiola left back. So, I mean, by the way, the fact they're missing Walker and Stones, supposedly, and they still have a backline of Akanji, Ake, Diaz, and Guardiola, kind of crazy. They must have hid from Mikel. They must have done. Sai has written this off as a loss, just due to probability. Beat the best team in the world 3 times in one season? Don't think so. But, Sai, think about the probability again. Beaten them twice already this season. Surely, logically, that means we're the better team. I don't know. But, yeah, so the one thing I would say on John Stones, though, right, is when we played them at the Etihad last season, before the game, Pep Guardiola categorically said John Stones wasn't going to play. Categorically, John Stones would not play. John Stones started and scored. So I won't believe it until I see it. I simply will not believe it until I see it. Watch Pep put Rodri at centre-back with Kovacic, De Bruyne, and Phil Foden in midfield. I mean, crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened. But yeah, look, I don't really want to focus. Look, if they've got their best team out, good for them. Good for them. If they've got their best team out, we've still got to try and beat it. The game's the game. The game is the game. When it comes to, and we'll get into this now, when it comes to the, what's the best screen for this? That works, doesn't it? That works. Why not? This was Arteta's press conference from today. Obviously, the very first question he was asked was about Gabriel, Saka, and Martinelli. He said there is a chance they haven't trained, but tomorrow we have another session, so there is a chance that they can be available. Now, if we take that at face value, let's take it at face value. Assume no mind games. Assume he is telling the truth. That's bad. That's bad. If none of them are back in training, then unless by some miracle all three of them are at the exact same point in their recovery where they're just fit enough to return tomorrow and train, then at least one or two, or maybe even all three of them are going to be out. If we take what he is saying at face value, which would be, massive, right? Three of our pretty much guaranteed starting 11 would all be out injured. Now, of course, the question is, are they actually missing training? For example, Saka was training even when he was away with England, not training with the squad, but he was doing individual training. So, I'm not entirely sure that Arteta is telling the whole truth about their training situations. But look, we'll see. I guess prepare as if they're all going to be missing, and then you'll be happy when the lineup comes out and 1, 2, or all three of them are in it. I'm expecting, like, maybe Martinelli makes the bench the same way he did for the home game again. But I don't know. VV Vlad, I have a bad feeling all three might miss this from the start. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, right, is that actually, historically, I feel like when Arteta has said that players could feature, that they've not trained, but they could feature, I feel like that normally that's normally meant that they've actually been out for a while. I feel like that's normally meant they've been out for a while. I'd be more confident if he'd come out and said they weren't going to be available. It's weird. It's weird, but time will tell. He was asked if the international break came at a bad time for our momentum. He said, you can't do anything about it. That moment is gone. They had to go to their national teams, and we maximised as much as we possibly could during the time we had here with certain players. Now everyone's back, so positive about what is coming and looking forward to it. He was asked about the belief we gained after beating City on October. He said, we had some clashes in the FA Cup and Community Shields, and it's all great experiences. They've raised the bar in this league. And I think in general, football in general too, to a level that hasn't been seen before. Basically, he doesn't answer the question, is effectively what that was. Arteta is positive, bad. Arteta is negative, good. Pretty much. This is the thing. Like, I'm trying to think back to a time where Arteta has basically said, almost trying to make it sound good, like, but, there's a chance they will play, and that they've actually then played. And I'm honestly not sure that happens very often. I'm honestly not. We've just got over 200 viewers, so if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, and please do click the like button. Every one of you that goes down below the video clicks the like button. It helps another person who's not seen the channel before see the channel. So I'm very grateful for you dropping likes on it. To be honest, a lot of this interview, the pre-match press conferences when it's City against Arsenal are boring, because on both sides, Guardiola just gets asked about Arteta, and then just they both just suck each other off, basically. He was asked about how Ben White is after not joining up with England. He said he's received a lot of love, and you just have to see what his teammates and everybody in football think of them. Basically, a big FU to Gareth Southgate. He was asked why Ben made himself unavailable, but he didn't answer it. And then a load of stuff that's not actually particularly interesting, to be honest. Like he was asked if he got anything for Guardiola's birthday. Imagine you get the chance to go and ask Mikel Arteta a question ahead of arguably the biggest game of the season, and you ask him if he got Pep Guardiola a birthday present. Like, I swear, I could do this job. And I wouldn't be asking him if he got Pep Guardiola a birthday present. I really wouldn't. It feels like Arteta is confident as can be, which is good news. Possibly. Do you think Jesus and Kivior would start? Good question. Kivior, I think, does start. I think Kivior, regardless of whether regardless of whether Gabriel is fit or not, I think Kivior starts. I think he starts at left back if Gabriel plays. I think he starts at left centre back if Gabriel doesn't play. If I was Arteta, I would play Trossard left wing, Havertz striker, and Jesus right wing if Saka and Martinelli are out. Yeah, I think that's what you'd have to do. There's no. Well, you could bring in Reece Nelson. But I agree. I think he'd probably. Do you know what? It actually wouldn't surprise me if he played Fabio Vieira off the right, just because he's left-footed. Rory Nwaneri signed his pro contract. We're talking about him being a sub last stream. Yeah, Nwaneri has signed his first pro deal, which is big news for the club. Are you worried about the away record this season against the better teams? Lost to Villa and Newcastle, draws to Chelsea and Liverpool, which was a good result, though. Yeah, it is an issue. There's two ways you can look at it, right? On one hand, yeah, the away results against bigger teams have been poor. On the other hand, we've drawn away at Liverpool, we've beaten Liverpool at home, and we've beaten City at home. So it's one of those. I don't read too much into it. Is KDB out? No, KDB's fine. Literally, it's only Walker and Stones that are injured for them. Everyone else is fine. If Gabriel is out, I put Kivior centre back and Tomiyasu left back. Yeah, the same. That is what I would do. Who is your top 10 English players at the moment? We'll do that in a bit. We'll do that question in a bit, just because I'd have to think about it. We haven't played a lot of the big away fixtures yet either. Well, we've still got. Well, yeah. I mean, we've still got City, United, and Spurs. That's it. KDB hat-trick and Haaland Foden goal? No, thank you. Is Haaland fit to start? Yep. Haaland. I don't know where this I don't know where this idea that Haaland was unfit came from. Like, I know he pretended he had a limp in training, but he played the next game for them after that limp. 9K subs incoming. Yeah, look, we're about maybe like 15 subscribers. How many are we away? We're like 15 subscribers away. No, we're 4 subscribers away from 9,000. We are 4 subscribers away from 9,000. So if you're not subbed already, you're literally letting the entire stream down. That's what I'd say. Saliba will pocket Haaland. Hopefully. Honestly, Haaland, okay. This is a stupid thing to say because it'll backfire. But hand on heart, Haaland does not bother me. Going into this game, Haaland doesn't bother me. Like, we've seen it twice this season. The way we play with Saliba, it's tough for Erling Haaland. So yeah, I'm not worried. We're 1 subscriber away. From 9,000. Yeah, man. There's got to be one of you. There's 206 of you here. Do I believe that all 206 of you are subscribed? No, I do not. Yeah, man. He only bothers me when he has KDB on his side. True. But again, they've been struggling as a duo. Genuinely, they've been struggling. There we go. We've hit 9,000. We're at 9,003. The vibe said, boom subbed. I'm 9K. There we go. This one's for you. This one is for all of you because, the way you've supported these streams over the last month or so has been absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. And we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep growing. And the next stop is 10K. Haaland has 0.00 XG against us this season. That's what I'm saying. He's not the thing that bothers me. Thank you. It's you guys. Emilio has been here since 409 subs, and you definitely have. It's a shame no one asked about Timber and if he's had an injury setback. Yeah, I don't think they did. Yeah, exactly. I'm just flicking through it now to make sure that no one did. Yeah, no one asked that. No one asked if Timber had an injury setback. But we did find out that Mikel Arteta didn't buy Pep Guardiola a birthday present. So, honestly, it's mad. Adam's been here since 1.2K, legend. People are forgetting we didn't have Saliba against City last year at the Etihad. Exactly. And it's not even that we just didn't have Saliba. We had Rob Holding. This is what people don't understand. Wilsey has become a member. Unbelievable. Wilsey, welcome. Welcome to the membership crew. Currently, members get nothing. I'll be honest. Hold my hands up. You get the warm sensation of knowing that you are supporting me as a content creator. But there are genuinely things in the pipeline for members which will be pretty cool. There are things in the pipeline which will be pretty cool, but I haven't set it up yet. Because like most things, I'm terrible at setting things up. I wouldn't be surprised if Partey starts, since he's had 2 weeks training with Arsenal while Jorginho's been away. I don't know. It's a big ask to have Jorginho come back in and start. I think it's a big ask to have Jorginho come back in and start. To have Partey come back in and start, having not played for. I mean, when was the last time he played? 6 months ago. I think that is difficult. I feel the warmth. There you go. What a legend. What a legend. 5% better chance at guessing the Guna when you're a member. Yeah. So yeah, 5% better chance. Yeah. Actually, if you're a member, your messages come through at like half a second quicker. So if you want to win guess the Guna. No, that's not true. That's not true. I don't want to missell you. Like PPI. When are the gaming streams coming? Soon. Soon. They are genuinely coming soon. Soon. Do you get a plaque for 10k? I don't think so. I think it's 100k you get a plaque. I hope Smith Rowe scored a winning goal. Would be a madness. I would love a Smith Rowe winning goal. I would love a Smith Rowe winning goal. The reality is, if I'm honest, I'd be surprised if he actually plays at all. If you look at, well, it depends if Martinelli and Saka are fit. But if they are, it wouldn't surprise me if Smith Rowe didn't get any minutes. 9k subs, that's insane. It is insane. It is insane. And I'm incredibly grateful. I mean, it was what, like, I don't know. When did we hit 8k? Like 2 weeks ago, maybe? Maybe not even that. It's pretty crazy. Are you going to do an Arsenal RTG? I could do. I've got a pretty nice Arsenal squad on Ultimate Team, to be fair, if we started doing that. My score prediction. Get your score predictions in. Get your score predictions in the chat. Mine is 1-1. I'm going 1-1. Hyper protagonist. I believe if you go below the screen, next to where you can subscribe, I think there's a thing that says like join the channel. Next to where it says Rory Talks Football and the subscribers below, there's a thing that says join the channel, which means you can become a member. Mustafa's gone 1-0 Arsenal. Pekka's gone 5-1. I assume to Arsenal. I hope to Arsenal. Emilio's gone 1-0 Arsenal. Sam Shapiro thinks 1-1. Jax Hacks thinks 2-1 Arsenal. Metal Racer thinks 2-1 Arsenal. Saka number 7, 2-1 Arsenal. Effen, 2-1 City. Matata, 1-0 Arsenal. 1-1 from Ian, who's a Liverpool fan, hoping for a Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool fans want a draw. Liverpool fans do want a draw. Franklin says 2-0, not sure to who. 1-0 says Ethan Udall. 4-0 says Rails. 7-0 says Adam. Bold. 2-1, 1-1. 2-1 says Anonymous Hyde. There you go. I can't read out all the scores. I'm sorry. I should have done something so I could read them all out. But 4-1 to Arsenal says Dylan. Let my other family members subscribe as well. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, if you just get everyone you know to subscribe. That's the key. Tifo live stream on Sunday. Yes. Emilio, this is why you're a goat. Thank you for reminding me. There is a link in the description to Tifo. If you're not familiar, Tifo is a brand new streaming platform for football content creators and football communities, and it is where I do my watch-alongs. We will be doing a watch-along for Man City versus Arsenal over on Tifo. The link's in the description. Use the code Rory, RORY, full caps, when you sign up. That will allow you to sign up. But we will be there. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good stream. They keep bringing out new features on Tifo as well. The chat is improving. So the chat at this point is better than YouTube. Like the way the chat functions is better than YouTube already. And there's loads more things coming. So it's exciting. Tifo like the actual football channel? Yeah, it's spelt the same. Tifo. We need watch-alongs on YouTube. They're on Tifo. That's where the future of watch-alongs are going to be. And I'm already there, unfortunately. No, not unfortunately. Unfortunately, if you prefer it on YouTube. But is Tifo a free app or do we pay? Yeah, it's completely free. It's not an app yet. It's a website. It's web-based. You can watch it on your mobile. You just have to do it through a web browser. But no, it's completely free. Completely free. No paying for it. Nice. I'll try catch it. Leave a link, please. There's a link in the video description. I'll try and find it and add it to the chat as well. But there is a link in the video. In fact, let me grab it. This is the link. I'm bringing up now. There you go. That is the link for joining, and use code Rory, RORY. Rory, I don't think you will agree, but I think Noni Madueke is the guy for the Saka backup. Interesting. Interesting. Noni Madueke, I've never thought about him replace or being a backup to Saka. I mean, in theory, Chelsea might need to sell. Interesting. Noni Madueke is this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if his all-round game, attacking-wise, I like him. I do. And I think he's been underrated and underappreciated a bit since he joined Chelsea. I wonder if he can do the off-the-ball work. I wonder if he can do that. But I would, yeah, I'd be interested. If we went and did it, if it was like a Havertz signing where it kind of came out of nowhere and we're like, oh, right, that's actually happening. I don't think, yeah, like Jemana says, I wouldn't be mad about it. I wouldn't be mad about it. Rory, have you ever been asked for a picture in public? Yeah, it happens quite a lot at Arsenal games. Not quite a lot. I'm not like a freaking superstar, but at Arsenal games, I'd say maybe like once a game. Someone asked for a picture around the stadium. I get abuse whenever I suggest it, though. Oh, interesting. Well, I don't think you should get abuse for any opinion. Look, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Madueke, no chance. We don't need him, mate. Look. Madueke wouldn't be up there with Elise or Neto or Nico Williams or some other players, but it's one that I wouldn't be completely against. Real ones, remember the Villa Spurs Tifo stream? That was the first one. That was the groundbreaker, the first ever stream on Tifo. We did a watch-along of Villa against Spurs, and we were hate-watching Spurs, and they won 4-0. It was quite the stream. I hate to say it, but if we are without Nelly, Saka, and Gabriel, I have way lower hopes of getting a result. Oh, me too. If the lineup comes out on Sunday and we don't have Saka, Martinelli, or Gabriel, I would predict at that point a loss. Like, we're playing against a near full strength City team at the Etihad without 3 key players. Like, that would be brutal. That would be brutal. Rory, would you take Mudryk as a Martinelli backup for pace? Like I said this yesterday on a video on TikTok, I do still have a little soft spot for Mudryk. I feel like he is a player that we could still save. And it would be an interesting one because you see glimpses and you're like, God, there's a really good player there. But then you also see like absolute donkey touches and you're like, okay, he's not good enough. So I don't know. Trossard is clutch in big fixtures. He is, but so is Martinelli. Martinelli scored the winner against City and put us 2-1 up against Liverpool this season. I thought the first game on Tifo was the Carabao Cup final. Which one came first? You might be right. I can't remember which one came first. Rory, would you be disappointed if we didn't get a striker this summer? Yes. Unless we made the perfect signings everywhere else. Like, but even then, I'd still be a bit like, are we really going to risk going into next season with Havertz and Jesus as the 2 centre forwards? I think it's tough. Saliba ranked most valuable defender by transfer market. Unsurprising, really. If you think he's probably one of the 5 best centre backs in the world at the moment anyway. You then factor in his age. I think it makes sense that he'd be considered one of the most valuable defenders. Oh, yeah, the first stream on Tifo was actually United against Luton. It was. That was a belting game as well. United against Luton was actually a banging game. I forgot how many streams I'd done on there, to be fair. We beat City at home without either Martinelli or Saka and Eddie starting. I think Big Gabby needs to be fit. Yeah, exactly. And that's where I kind of see the point about Gabriel being the biggest loss if he's not there. But that was also at home. City didn't have Rodri. So there were things that went in our favour on that game as well. I fear Real Madrid coming in for Saliba. I don't think they will. I've seen this a bit that Real Madrid are going to come in for Saliba, but I don't know where they're going to get the money from. Like, the amount of money that Real Madrid are sinking into players, if they're going to go out and get, fine, Mbappe, they won't pay a transfer fee for, but they're going to pay a lot of money in probably agent fees and also his wages. You're then looking at Alphonso Davies, however much they spend on him. They've just spent a lot of money recently anyway. If they bring in someone like Trent that they're talking about, like, I don't think they've got the money to go and spend 100+ million on Saliba. And we've tied Saliba to a new deal, so that's what he'd be going for. Out of the three, who would you want to be fit most? 1 through 3. I do actually think VV Vlad might be right. I think I'd probably say the most important is Gabriel, next is Saka, and next is Martinelli. Is what I would say. Are you going to the Luton game? I will be. I will be. I do not miss the home games. I will not miss a home game. Don't want Mudryk attitude problems too. You see it all over the internet when he called out a fan for a 1v1. Yeah, he does have some issues, to be fair. He does have some issues. We could get extra time for the delay. What do you mean? On the stream? Yeah, we'll keep going for a bit. We'll keep going for a bit. Rory, would you start Jesus due to the pressing ability over Trossard if Martinelli is not match fit? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. The thing with Jesus is whether or not he's actually back to his, not even necessarily his best, but back to his sharpest. I don't think when we've seen him recently, I don't think he's been anywhere near as sharp as the player that we were used to. Now, there were some things coming out over the last few days, supposedly about Jesus looking way sharper in training now. And it's going to be massively important. Like for the rest of the season, it's going to be massively important for us that Jesus is sharp. It really is. And so, yeah, potentially, if he is at that level, then I would consider starting him if we don't have Martinelli. If we don't have Martinelli or Saka, then he has to start 100%. Johan Borison has given 50 money. Can you say, Caroy Anderson? I don't know if I'm doing something I shouldn't be saying here. I don't know if I'm saying something I shouldn't. I don't know if I've just done something wrong. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it when people say, can you say, and then something. But I've said it now. Thank you for the 50 knock. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. But thank you for the 50 money. We will take the 50 money. Genuinely, I'll take the 50 money. If I've said something offensive there, we've taken 50 money for it. It is what it is. We move on. We move on. If anyone knows what I was meant to be saying then shout out. Rory, I actually want us to get Delict. Delict's not the one for me. It's Norwegian crowns. Nice. 50 Norwegian crowns. It sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot. He's a footballer for Charlton. Is he? Well, there you go. There you go. Shout out for the Charlton player. Shout him out. Look, ultimately, thank you, Johan. He's our CAFC. He's our Charlton Athletic talent. He's our Charlton Athletic talent. There you go. There you go. If Brighton beat Liverpool, would you be as annoyed if we lost? I'd be more annoyed. I'd be more and I was talking about this earlier. Everyone's expecting Liverpool to win, right? Everyone is expecting it's about £4. There you go, £4. 4 of the King's finest. Thank you very much, Johan. I didn't say it. Yeah, because I'm worried about what I'm saying. Caroy Anderson, mate, he's good, ain't he? There you go. There you go. I've done it. And if I've done something illegal, I apologize. If Brighton, if Liverpool, everyone's expecting Liverpool to beat Brighton, right? We assume Liverpool are going to beat Brighton. If Liverpool don't beat Brighton, then it's even more of a big deal what happens in the City Arsenal game. Because if Liverpool drop points, that is an unbelievable opportunity for us to go and win the game and properly put our foot down on the title. So, yeah, I'd be more annoyed if Liverpool drop points and then we lose. I'd be more annoyed than if Liverpool in that sense. Obviously, in a way, I'd also be like, okay, well, at least Liverpool lost or dropped points, and it doesn't make our losses bad. But I think it would annoy me more. Liverpool are at home. I'm not expecting Brighton to get anything out of Liverpool. I'm not expecting them to get out of. I'm not expecting them. I don't know what's going on with. I don't know what's going on. 50 money sounds much better than £4. I like 50 money. Yeah, I like 50 money. I'll take 50 money every day of the week. Will you do a video predicting the final fixtures of the season like Joe Tomlinson did? Yeah, I probably will. I did a TikTok a while ago predicting the final. It was when we had 13 games left. I predicted them. But I think I will probably do one like Joe's done, without just copying his content. I will probably do that. Kimmich is better than Douglas Luiz. Ooh, that's an interesting debate. Kimmich or Douglas Luiz? Kimmich or Douglas Luiz? I think for us, I think I'd take him. No, I really like Douglas. No, I'll take Kimmich. I'll take Kimmich. Johan's coming with 100 money. We've got 100 money. He says, thanks, Haaland 3 Sunday. Well, look, thank you for the 150 money. And I do massively appreciate that. And hopefully you are incorrect. Hopefully you are incorrect about Haaland scoring 3 on Sunday. But we do appreciate 150 money. Thank you very much. You are more than welcome in this chat. Luiz is younger by 4 years. Yeah, Luiz is younger. I think his all-round game, I think Kimmich's all-round game is probably slightly better, actually. But long-term, I think Douglas Luiz would be the one for me. I want Paqueta to Arsenal. I think he's going to go City. I'd be very, very surprised if Paqueta doesn't end up at City. Trossard shouldn't play against City if Saka doesn't play, as Trossard doesn't score unless Saka assists him. Well, there you go. But then if Saka doesn't play and Trossard doesn't play, and Trossard would only be playing because Martinelli isn't playing, that would mean wingers presumably being Reece Nelson and Gabriel Jesus. So Coventry are winning the FA Cup. I hope so. Coventry on fire. Ellis Sims scored another 2 today. I think he's the highest scoring player in the whole of England in 2024. Hey, Rory, a very serious question. Hold up. We've got a serious question. Let's prepare ourselves. Pasta or pizza? That is important. Pasta. We're going pasta. It's got the versatility. And I know pizza kind of has versatility because you can put lots of different things on it, but ultimately it is still the same thing. I guess, whereas pasta, you can get different types of pastas. It's more versatile. It's more filling. Quicker, easier. I bloody love a carbonara. I am a carbonara connoisseur at this point. So yeah, we're going pasta. Pasta has that Urian Timber factor. I agree. Yeah, it does. Best pasta you've ever had or best pizza you've ever had? Oh, goodness. We are getting into the questions. Do you know what? I had pasta at a place called... what was it called? Pink something? It was in Paris. I had pasta at a place in Paris, and it was like a lamb ragu pasta. Sensational. It was called Pink something. Rory Talks Food. Yeah, we will get onto a Rory Talks Food channel at some point. God, that'd be sensational. Domino's do a carbonara pizza. Best of both worlds. Do they? Might have to go onto the carbonara pizza. Pesto, bolognese, carbonara, mac and cheese. Would you sacrifice losing to City? Oh, we got a football question here. Who's come to this channel to talk about football? Would you sacrifice losing to City, but we get past Bayern guaranteed? Yes. Yes, I would. If you can guarantee getting past Bayern, we've got the chance to put it right against Man City in the Champions League, and we could still win the league even if we lose to Man City. So, 100%. Did you buy a PC before you always used to crash your stream? No. This is the most annoying thing about this PC. We moved house. Well, flat. I don't have a house. One can dream. We moved flat. I did nothing. The only thing I did, effectively, was unplug everything, move it in a van, and replug it all in. And since replugging it all in the new place, I think we kind of crashed once, and even that wasn't a proper crash because it was like the browser crashed, not the actual PC. So actually one of the most annoying things because it basically means there wasn't a problem. But I unplugged everything at the old flat, I did all of that. I did all of the like unplug everything, reset everything, and it never fixed it. But moving location did. So we'll never get to the end of that mystery. Keeping up the food questions, what's your favorite Easter chocolate? Oh, good question. Well, I've got this bad boy. We've got this bad boy, which I'm going to crack into. I do love Lindt. I do love a bit of Lindt. I've got to be honest with you. I've also got this stuff. Slab, right? Now my parents sent me this. This weighs a ton. It's like solid chocolate, but it's got cream egg inside it. I had a different one, which was like mini egg version of it. That was sensational. So yeah, we're cooking on all cylinders, to be honest. I do like it when you're by the way, how is the weight loss going? Well, as you can see, the weight loss is going badly. It's going badly. But who cares? Because we're enjoying life. I like it when the egg, like the actual main egg, has like bits of whatever it is, whether it's like Maltesers or crunchy or whatever it is. When it's got like bits in the chocolate, that's when we're cooking. The Lindt mini eggs are insane. They are. Do you know what's insane? Kinder Bueno mini eggs. Kinder Bueno mini eggs are sensational. If you see them, they're expensive. They are expensive. It's like £2.50 and you get about 8 of them. So it is expensive, but they are good. They are good. Rams hates it. Rams can't stand it. Merci for the versatility. Be consistent. Exactly. Rory is an influencer. He's influencing my decision to eat chocolate before my dinner. Go for it. Go for it. It's Easter. This is what Easter is for. Absolutely. Plus, it's dark, right? Ramadan's over, so if you support Ramadan, you can get involved as well. So there you go. Anyway, it's time for Guess the Gooner, the game where I give you 5 clues about an ex or current Arsenal player, and you have to guess who that player is in the chat. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community. So get your fingers on your keyboards. Let me get the starting message ready to go. And clue number 1. This player has played for 2 different Premier League clubs. This player has played for 2 different Premier League clubs. Clue number 2. They have won both Serie A and La Liga. They have won both Serie A and La Liga. Clue number 3. They've won Copa America twice. They have won Copa America twice. Clue number 4. They joined Arsenal in July 2014. They joined Arsenal in July 2014. And clue number 5, they currently play for Internazionale. They currently play for Inter Milan. There we go. Who got it first? Unless anyone got it early, it took quite a long time for that one. Unless anyone got it early. Leno, Cole. Yaya Toure never played for Arsenal. Leno, Cole. No one got it early, which means we come down to the winner, and the winner is Gooner. Gooner has won it. It was Alexis Sanchez, and Gooner has won it. Is that your first ever win, Gooner? Is that your first ever win? I mean, it is. This is apt. Gooner has won Guess the Gooner. Sensational. Second was Vincent. Third was Emilio. Fourth was Carl. And fifth was Dex. So there you go. It was indeed Alexis Sanchez. There you go. Congratulations. Gooner wins Guess the Gooner. No, I'm right above him on my screen. Oh, that's unfortunate, Vincent. That is unfortunate. If you were a member, Vincent, that would have come through half a second earlier. You'd have won it. No, that's not true. Again, I have to disclaimer. That is not true. But congratulations to Gooner. Is that? Yeah, it is. It's his first ever win. We've got a new winner. And he's done it with Ross Lawman and VV Vlad in the chat. So he's taken. That's like Arsenal beating Klopp and Pep to the Premier League. You know, he's done it against 2 of the greats of the game. So congratulations. Ross thinks he was third. Ross, you know how it works. You were, I think you were sixth. You said Sanchez. Yeah, you said Sanchez. You were sixth. You were sixth, Ross. I'm sorry. Maybe if you'd been a member. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, time to get into Guess the Non-Gooner. Guess the Non-Gooner. I will give you the entire career path of a player who does not and has not played for Arsenal, and you have to guess who that player is. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community. This player started their career at Real Zaragoza. They started their career at Real Zaragoza. They moved to Athletic Bilbao. They moved to Athletic Bilbao. They then moved to Manchester United. They then moved to Manchester United. They then moved to Paris Saint-Germain. They then moved on loan to Athletic Bilbao. And then they moved permanently to Athletic Bilbao. So Real Zaragoza, Athletic Bilbao, Manchester United, PSG, loaned to Athletic Bilbao, and returned to Athletic Bilbao. And the player is, and I need to find who got it first here. Did anyone get it earlier? Just double check. Nolito, some people were saying. Courtois, David Villa, that looks like. No one got it earlier. And so the first person to get it correct was Carl. It was Ander Herrera, and the first person to get it right was Carl. So congratulations, Carl. Came what, third in Guess the Gooner and first in Guess the Non-Gooner. We've got a player on our hands in the chat in Carl. Second was Francisco Oliveira. Third was Numero Modleo. Fourth was Ethan Udall. And fifth was Sportcat. So there you go. Congratulations to Gooner and congratulations to Carl, our two winners this evening. We'll stay on for another 5 or 10 minutes, just getting some questions in before we clock off, because I did turn up late, and I do appreciate those of you that stuck around for when we started, and I appreciate those of you that tuned into a later show today. That was very kind of you. So we'll get a few more questions in. VV Vlad wants a VAR because he said Ander. VV Vlad wants a VAR because he said Ander. Oh, he did. He did say it. And he said it before Carl said Herrera. VV Vlad's won. VV Vlad's won it. VAR check. Overruled. Carl, I'm sorry. Carl, you can write a complaint to PGMOL. You can release a statement. I'll accept it. I'll apologize. VV Vlad won. VV Vlad did win. He said Ander. It was because I was looking for Herrera. I was scanning through the chat looking for Herrera. And I'll hold my hands up on that one. I'll hold my hands up. VV Vlad. He's just an unstoppable force. Unbelievable. This is outrageous. It is. But look, VAR is there for a reason. Check complete. VV Vlad's won it. I'll expect an apology tomorrow from myself. Oh dear. Corruption. Yeah. Honestly, he's paid me under the table. Big players getting the decisions like that always. Honestly, it's like Fergie era. VV Vlad's Fergie. He really is. Moving like Paul Tierney, you prick. No, I'm not bold. Come on. I should be bold. The amount of decisions I bottle, I should be bold. Rory, I think for us to keep our great form and get better, we need to invest in the youth academy like Man City. That's exactly what we're doing. I think you're correct. Unfortunately, I think Arsenal have spotted that themselves, because the amount of money that we must be paying for Nwaneri to keep him is significant. It's more than we've paid before. I just realized it's game week 29. Havertz is bagging. Oh, yes. That's a good observation. Start, bench, sell. Elise, Neto, Nico Williams, all fit. Ooh, that is a good one. Start, bench, sell. All of them are fit. That's actually tough. Start Elise. See, I'd say start Elise, bench Neto, and sell Williams, but I feel like that's just me being a Premier League fraud. But that is how I genuinely feel, that I would start Elise, bench Neto, and sell Nico Williams. But I do just feel like a Premier League fraud at that point. What is Nwaneri's wage? We don't know exactly what Nwaneri's wage is, right? But before Nwaneri, previously, we basically only ever offer them £2,000 a week. There was a cap of £2,000 a week. So, like, I think Charlie Patino is on £2,000 a week, for example. I know Man City have offered upwards of 40,000 a week for academy players before. So, assuming we were competing with Chelsea and Man City to keep Nwaneri. So, assuming they were coming in offering something similar, then there's no way we're only offering him 2K. Start, bench, sell, ice cream, cheesecake, chocolate. Oh, God. Start, bench, sell, ice cream, cheesecake, chocolate. We're starting cheesecake. Cheesecake starts 1,000,000%. Ice cream, chocolate. And chocolate. Oscar Bob's on 28K. Exactly. Chelsea offered 40K, but he rejected. Yeah, so we must be paying something significant. By the way, I've got a little Wi-Fi thing showing up, so if I start lagging, I apologize. Sell ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Favorite ice cream flavor? Do you know what? I love pistachio. A good pistachio ice cream. Now we're talking. I could go for lemon. You're lagging. Yeah. My internet for some reason is oh no, it should be fixed now. It should be fixed now. Yeah, pistachio. I do like a lemon. Nice little lemon. It depends on the weather, really. If it's really hot and I really need something refreshing. Fisher Price Wi-Fi. Yeah. It's bloody virgin. It's still virgin. That's poor from you. Oh, we don't like that shout. Apparently, we don't like that shout. Do you think Partey Do you think Partey starts to get Rice further forward? No, because I think it'll be a double pivot. You are a lemon. Ooh. We've got a toxic and abusive chat here. Pistachio ice cream is good until they put the whole pistachios in it. Yeah, no, we don't want whole pistachios in it. Let's not get silly. We don't want whole pistachios in it. Absolutely not. Are Ipswich going up? Yeah, I think Leeds and Ipswich are going to go up. I do. Who would you play if Saka, Martinelli, and Gabby aren't available? Right, so fair question. Let's assume Gabby, Magalhaes, Gabby Martinelli, and Saka aren't available. I would go, obviously, Raya, White, Saliba. I'd then go Kivior and Tomiyasu, with Tomiyasu left back. Rice, Jorginho, Erdegaard. Jesus off the right. Trossard off the left. Havertz through the middle. That's what I would go for. Favorite fruit? Ooh, that is a good question. Favorite fruit? I'd say either banana or raspberry. Is my favorite. Is San Marino still last in the world rankings? Or someone say that they're second to last now? They might be. They did get a draw, so they might be second to last now. They did get a draw. So I could see it. Start, bench, sell Gyökeres, Rodrigo, Openda. That's tricky because Rodrigo's more of a winger, really. But I would start Gyökeres, bench Rodrigo, and sell Openda. To be honest, that's probably Gyökeres steam train talk as well, because I'd probably start Rodrigo. But no, I'd start Gyökeres. Why not? Do you like waffles or pancakes? Ooh, both. You know, I go mental when I'm on holiday and just start eating waffles and pancakes for breakfast, like I'm some sort of hooligan. But when you've got an all you can eat breakfast buffet, I start stacking up on waffles and pancakes. It's not good for me. Open the door. That is shocking, Devon. That is shocking. Real Madrid Ozil or Arsenal Ozil? Probably Real Madrid Ozil. Real Madrid Ozil was unbelievable, for sure. Is Tommy match fit despite playing? Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. In an ideal world, I don't want to play Tommy. I don't want to start Tommy or Partey because they can't be fully match fit because they've not played. Like the behind closed doors friendlies are not enough. They're not enough. Anyway, look, that is going to be the end of the stream. It's been a wild stream, to be honest with you. We've hit 9,000 subscribers. In fact, we're actually now at 9,022 subscribers. We've had 150 money come through, which was fantastic. And you're all just legends. You're all absolute legends. If you haven't, please do go below, like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back. No, actually, I won't be. I probably won't be live tomorrow evening because there's football on. There's just too much football on tomorrow evening. So I probably won't be live tomorrow evening. But I will be live for the watch along. Man City versus Arsenal on Tifo. Link is in the description below. Use the code Rory, RORY in full caps. And yeah, until then, obviously TikTok content, normal content on TikTok and stuff will be up tomorrow, reacting to all of the games. But yeah, I will see you on Sunday for the big one. Come on, you Gunners. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. Have a fantastic weekend. Goodbye.